Gregory and Robin, the panel is yours.
Thank you, Ryan. So glad to be here.
We're thrilled. We're thrilled. Let's all take a moment and take a deep breath. Thank you. So we wanted to start out saying how proud we are to be full-time professionals in network marketing and that we have found LifeWave as our home. We kissed a lot of frogs along the way. Just so you know.
Yeah. And also, you know, as Ryan started out yesterday morning, I want to affirm that from Robin and I's perspective, we rather call this relationship marketing rather than network marketing because it's all about developing relationships. We're going to be talking about developing heart-to-heart relationships and building your business.
So based on that, we're really in the people business, and we want to thank David for creating these life-altering, exclusive products for all of us to share with the world. And I just want to say a special hello to all of you in virtual land. Hi, we're with you. We're with you, and we're
Let's
so
hear
grateful.
it for our virtual audience,
Yay!
everyone. You know, and many years ago, the penny dropped for me, and I realized and set for myself, and I like to share with people, I believe our ultimate goal in this wonderful profession of networking or relationship marketing is to develop long-term, mutually rewarding relationships, okay? And that's not just with your up team, your down line, it's not cross-line, but it's with all of our corporate partners, all of the staff, and let's just hear it for the hundreds and thousands of people around the world that are there supporting us. Woo! Thank you, LifeWave, operations, and all the internal staff.
So let's all take a moment and put our hands over our hearts. Whether you're at home with us or or here with us in person live, or I know several people are in their beds right now, we send our love to you guys. So let's take a moment to connect to our heart and realize that relationship happens when we connect from our heart to other hearts, when we connect from our eyes to their eyes. And we are so privileged at this time, this interesting time on the planet, to be with LifeWave, to be together, to share these amazing products, to bring light and love to our world. Big deep breath from everyone. Okay.
We were so excited when we heard the name and the momentum of this convention was heart to heart. So I'm going to start with you, Roy, because, you know, you built... Yeah, you can have a mic. You don't need one. You know how to speak.
That's right.
So I want to thank you first, Roy, you and your beloved Juliana, because you've been with LifeWave 18 years.
That's right.
Okay, so Roy is one of the pioneers. Yes.
Give him a round of applause.
18 years.
Been a while. Yes, sir.
And you know, the pioneers are the ones with the arrows and scars because, you know, over these 18 years, you laid the groundwork for all of us to follow. So I just want to thank you for that.
Oh, you're welcome.
So Roy, you've built a very healthy international business with teams all over the world in many countries. And I'd like you to just share with the audience, how do you establish and maintain that heart-to-heart relationships with your leaders and with your teams all throughout the world?
Well, in the very beginning, I do not know how many of you guys remember Skype. I used to use Skype a lot and build, you know, all over the world with Skype. But right now we have Telegram, we have WhatsApp, we have WeChat, we have Viber, we have so many different ways of sending information because many of our downline are not very good reading some of the emails, right? So we put it in the WhatsApp or Telegram and send it to them. And you know, I throw a few messages when send all that information so they will be aware and know if there is a promotion, product updates or new product coming out. And I just keep sending that weekly. And in the beginning, I used to use a lot of WhatsApp In the early beginning of WhatsApp, we can send 100 messages right away. I think they reduced it to 50, to 20, and now it's 5. And lately, when you want to send into a group, you can only send to one group at a time. We're like, okay, that means it's going to be a lot of work, but we were able to figure out how to do it. Yeah.
So you've maintained connection using communication technology.
Correct.
With your teams all over the world.
Yes, sir.
Beautiful.
I did that, and of course, on a personal level, I call the person personally. Thank God, with all this technology, you can call them for free now, anywhere around the world. So I call many of my leaders, like Aloysius, Jin Long Lee, and all the personnel of each country. I develop a very close relationship, heart to heart, and that team is so powerful, heart to heart, because without being close to them, it is hard to develop such a big organization. Because with heart to heart, I think they will feel how our heart is, and they want to work together with us and building this amazing empire of LifeWave Network. And many times I always said in my seminar every Saturday at 5 o'clock, I mentioned we got to build this with kindness, sweetness, and also trustworthy. Because if we do build it like that, sky's the limit.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Thank you, Roy.
You're welcome.
That was beautiful. You want to give it to Joyce. So we were privileged to be with everyone in Sardinia, and Joyce and her husband Damien and I, we were on the Elite Leadership Retreat, and oh my gosh, we got to spend a day with Joyce and her husband Damien in Cagliari, and I got to learn a lot about this woman, and she moved from her home country to a new country, got married, has 7 young children, ages 2 to 13. Wait, there's more. This woman knew nothing about network marketing. She's in a foreign country. She has 7 young children. And unfortunately, we love you, Damien. We're sending you our love. He's at home healing from a very serious illness. So she's been a caregiver too. So no networking experience, became the top leader in Australia and one of the top leaders in the world. A round of applause. I don't know about you, but I was inspired, and if anyone has an excuse, she would, but she doesn't. So for those of you out there, there are no excuses. So, Joyce, you built from home. You have 7 young children. How did you do it and maintain that connection with people that built those relationships all over the world?
Well, first of all, Robin, thank you so much for that introduction. I feel very flattered. I'm just a housewife with 7 kids. Like you said, I had no friends. I went from a migrant, I was a migrant from Malaysia to Australia 15 years ago. I fell in love with my husband. I met him online. And then I had 7 children in like 10 years. And I was very busy. If there ever was a busy person, I think I was one of them. So I couldn't meet anyone. I was at home, I was breastfeeding my baby, I was cooking, so I built in the nooks and crannies of my life. And so in the early days, when I first moved to Australia, I didn't know anyone. I knew like 5 people from church, that was it. So I connected online. And I joined moms and baby groups to connect with other moms because I don't know anyone. I don't know anything about having a baby, So I realized that, the online community was huge. It was unlimited. There was a lot of connections, communities online that was really valuable, and I tapped into that. And at that time, I had no idea about doing a business. I didn't have any intention. And so what happened was 7 years ago, I found the patches in a book in the library. I'm a bit of a health researcher, so I got out this book. There was an entire chapter on LifeWave technology, and I Googled it, and I found Rob Rob was an hour away from me in Australia, so I drove to see him. I got some patches. And then I had an amazing experience with them. I was expecting baby number 5. The day after I had my baby, I was in a lot of pain. And then I thought, hey, it's a good time to try those patches. I held them in my hands. I held ice waves in my hands. I put them on my tummy. That's it. I just held them over my tummy. Then 20 seconds, my pain went from an 8 to a 2. And I'm like, what is that? So I got a bit obsessed about learning about them. And 7 years ago, there was not a lot of information about it online. I had some of Dr. Karen Can's videos. Thank you, Dr. Karen. And then I'm like, what are they? So I got, really interested in them. So what I did was I started teaching people about them in an online community. And what I found is I was able to build a business online with unlimited reach because I built a community. And people got to know, like, and trust me because, I put myself out there. I was online every day. I, put a post up every day. So it's important, being online presence is important if you want to build. Without an existing network, I didn't have any friends, remember? So in order to make that online connection, I had to be present so that they knew me, that to like me. So I had to be authentic, I had to be who I was. And then they had to trust me, so I had to give them information that they found valuable, so giving value. And with these 3 things, I was able to build a community online. And then it grew from there. And as long as I was present every day, I was adding value to your lives just like John C. Maxwell. People came to me and I was able to build. So, building community, building connection, then people become your customers. Customer part doesn't come before connection and community. So that's how I build, and I almost call myself an accidental business builder because I didn't do what a lot of people did, go make face-to-face. I had kids at home, I was a stay-at-home mom, I didn't know anyone. So that is how I built.
Thank you, Joyce. Oh, you got it. Thank you. So she built community and she constantly added value, and it didn't matter where in the world they were. And her team is constantly adding content on their Facebook group, adding value, educating people, and has her people doing the same. They are duplicating by adding value, educating people all the time. Thank you.
Great, thank you. And Yuji, I want to congratulate you for being an elite SPD member of this Global Elite Club. And I've heard that you have built a wonderful culture and community within your expanding teams. And I wonder if you could just share a couple of secrets to your success that you've done to build such a wonderful team spirit.
Thank you very much.
僕がお手本にしているそのチーム作りのリーダーシップっていうのがありまして、
Well, I have a team called Teams, and we're having a leadership thoughts in that team.
皆さん日本のアニメでワンピースというアニメをご存知でしょうか？
Do you know Japanese anime called One Piece?
やめましょうか。
Should we stop this talking?
ぜひ見てください。日本では一番人気のあるアニメーションです。
Please try to look at this anime. This is the #1 animation, popular animation in Japan.
その主人公は、海賊王になりたいというビジョンを描いて、そしてその昔の海賊王が残した、宝を探しに一人で大海原に漕ぎ出すわけなんですね。
The hero of this story, he dreams to be the king of the pirates, and in order to find the treasure, he starts, traveling by himself into the sea.
これはライフウェーブと同じだと思います。まず一人からスタートするわけです。
I think it's very common with the LifeWave business, starting from one.
ここで、彼の3つの、リーダーシップの特徴があります。
He has 3 leadership style.
一つ目はビジョンが明確ということなんですね。
First, very clear vision.
そしてそのビジョンに 本気で取り組んでいるということです。
and very serious to realize that vision.
どんなに理解されなくても、バカにされたとしても、彼はそのビジョンを真剣に掴もうと目指している。
Even no one understands that vision, but still he will try to attain that vision.
そこから学べることっていうのは、その確固たるビジョンというものがやはり多くの人を巻き込んでいく。このビジネスも一人ではできないわけです。多くの仲間を集めていくわけですけども、そのためには明確なビジョンが一つ必要なんだと思います。
Well, something I learned from this is that if you have a clear vision, even though if you cannot achieve by yourself, but the people around you will understand and support you and work with you.
そして二つ目はですね、非常に仲間思いということです。
Second, he's very kind to his friends.
仲間の危機になると自分の身を挺して彼を守るんですね。
If his friend is getting in trouble or a danger, he will go and help them always.
やはりこのライフウェーブというのは多くの仲間と共に成功していくビジネスですから、リーダーとしてはその仲間のことをどれだけ理解して認めて、そして、守っていけるか、これすごく大事だと思います。
Well, as a livelihood business, it's a team business. So, as a leader, it's very important that you have to protect, respect, and recognize their group.
で、最後3つ目。
Third,
最後は、彼は自分の弱さをよく知っているということなんですね。
he understands his weakness.
自分の弱さを知っているからこそ、仲間の力を発揮できる。要は、多くの人の力を借りてこのビジネスは大きくなっていくわけです。ですから、自分の弱さを知ることで、そうですね、仲間に対してのリスペクトだったり役割分担だったりができるわけです。
Congratulations.
ありがとうございます。
Well, because he understands he's weak, he understands he needs to get support from his friend. So that's what I learned from this, the piece, the comedy. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Congratulations. Thank you. So, Kumiko, again,
Yes.
congratulations to you
Yes.
for being one of the elite leaders
Thank
from
you so much.
Japan that got to go on the trip. And we heard you have built a huge team in Japan, and
Thank
we
you
would
so much.
love to hear from you what you are doing to build Heart to Heart.
はい、東條久美子です。今日で登録して3年10ヶ月と15日です。
Today, since I joined LifeWave, it's been 3 years,
3年10ヶ月15日。
10 months, 15 days.
どうしてこの1日単位で皆さんにお伝えしたかというと、
Why I wanted to tell by day is
ライフウェーブを知って一日一日がとても大切だからです。
because since learn LifeWave, each day, every day is very important for me.
はい、新しくメンバーになられた方に必ずお伝えしていることは、
I always tell to the people who join the LifeWave,
デビットからあなたまでのユニレベルマップをお一人ずつに書くということです。
she always write down the uni-level line of sponsorship or the map from David Schmidt to herself or himself.
それをもらった人は皆さん、この関係性で自分にライフウェブが来たんだということを理解されます。
The people who receive that line of sponsorship, they will understand how many people had been delivering this message, delivering this life wave to her. How many people were involved?
そして私がお伝えしている大事なことは、ライフウェーブは単なる 健康商材の紹介ビジネスではないということです。
What I'm telling is that LifeWave is not only about the health product.
ライフウェーブはライフウェーブはまだこのテクノロジーは常識になっていません。
So LifeWave, this technology is not that common yet.
はい、だから今から常識になっていく成長市場であるということをお伝えしています。
So that the LifeWave technology is going to be very popular in the future, so which means this is a growing business.
例えばスキンケアやサプリメントはもう誰もが知ってる常識です。
Like skincare or food supplement, these are something everybody knows.
それらとライフウェーブを一緒にしてほしくないと思っているからです。
You don't want to look at these products as the same product. It's different.
新たな文化を作っていけるそのタイミングにライフウェーブと出会っているということをお伝えしています。
They are joining in this business at a very good timing that as we are creating a new culture with this product and the business.
私は登録してすぐに日本でこのライフウェーブを広めてくださった市川さんご夫妻に会いに行きました。
So as soon as she joined LifeWave, she went to meet with Mr. and Mrs. Ichikawa, who started the very beginning of this business in Japan.
このビジネスで成功している人の真似をしたいと思ったからです。
Because she wanted to copy who's been successful in this business.
だから彼らに何をしてどうやったらそうなりますかと質問をしてできる限り真似してきました。
So she asked the question, how can I be successful in what you were doing? And she did exactly what they were doing. She just copied.
単なるパッチがいいですよということだけをやっていたんだったら今の私はないと思っています。
If I did just telling the patch is good, maybe I'm not here.
Well, thank you so much, and thank you each and every one of you for your wonderful contributions. And we want to finish off with something I learned many years ago from Stephen Covey, and this is to support you in building your personal and your business relationships heart to heart. To remember that the deepest need of the human soul is to be appreciated, acknowledged, affirmed, and understood. And as we finish our time together and have this wonderful gala evening, when you connect with people, look in their eyes, listen to them. It feeds their soul and gives them psychological air and really, really is a gift. So thank you, everybody.